there, guys. Welcome to another exciting episode of Moments with AZ. It's a girl, AZ Bars. So today's show is very special to me. I've got one of my mentors slash film directors and producer in studio with me, and he's going to talk us through his film, Untold. Hi there, Teecry. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, thank you for having me. As you mentioned, my name is Teecry, and I work as a makerspace producer at the American Corner, Cape Town. What I do is I do videography and audio. And I say audio, I say music, and I'm talking about podcast and sound engineering in general. On my spare time, I do documentaries, I do short films. Yeah, hence I'm here today.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming to the show today. I wanted to ask you about the film Untold. I briefly watched it earlier on today, and I just wanted to find out what inspired the film.
What inspired the film? I think a lot of what is happening in South Africa, like some of the stuff that we don't talk about, has the name The Untold. Some of them we do talk about, but some of these issues are kind of like so hidden in public view. So this is an everyday thing that is happening, and these are some of the things that we see, we grew up seeing. These are some of the things that some of the people close to us went through. So I kind of got like inspired in a way that I was traveling to Bloemfontein to shoot a documentary. And as I was about to land, like maybe 20 minutes into landing, I just thought about it and I told myself, you know what? Let me just shoot this. So I just wrote it down in my head and I said, I'm going to shoot it because there's too much that's happening in this country. And as a creative and as like a social entrepreneur, social justice filmmaker, I have to create something that will shine the light and say, guys, wake up. This is actually happening.
Which school did you graduate from, and was the film always something that you wanted to do?
I went to study at documentary filmmaking at Big Fish School of Digital Filmmaking, which was in Greenpoint, Cape Town. Unfortunately, now it's shut down because of funding, as I've heard. But when it comes to this short film, it's not something that I always thought I would do, or I would shoot, or I would write. But it's something that happened out of the blue. So every time when I'm sitting and I'm thinking of stuff to do, and I was actually thinking about the documentary I was going to shoot when I get to Bloemfontein. And then this thought just came in that just told me, listen, what about this? And then I just nailed it down. And then from there, I said, you know what? When they picked me up, when the crew picked me up, that's the Tswametse family. I just told them, listen, I told the husband, I need your wife, your daughter, and you.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do. And then we did it.
So it was a collective effort with some of your friends as well.
Yes.
I think I could also resonate with that, because sometimes when you want to create something, and then you have people that can assist in order to bring out a certain image that you want, definitely use them. Speaking of a certain image, like in the film, there's a guy that pulls down his trousers. At that point, I wasn't sure if he was about to enter and rape the woman, or what the situation was, because she was already crying. Wasn't sure if she was pregnant, or maybe it was after the incident had happened. It was just like question, like, what's happening here? Why is he putting his pants down, and all of those things?
Yeah, in the film, it's actually a child that you see crying there. So she's disabled, she can't talk, and she's always in bed. So her mother, every day when she go look for a job, so she's doing like everyday job searching. What she does is she leaves the child with the neighbors. So the child is disabled, and so the man takes advantage of the child. So that was just a scenario of showcasing that this was not the first time the child sees the man. And because the moment she sees him, she starts crying, which indicates that he puts her into a certain situation every time she sees her. I mean, him. So, yeah.
Very, yeah, very inspiring. Uh, have you always wanted to be a director? Is this the first film that you've ever directed?
Not really. When fresh out of high school, me and my friends back in the village in Kwandebele, it's called Tabana, we were shooting like funny clips, like we shot funny films. That was just after grade 12, and we were using those old cassette video recorders. So it's something that came into me like long time ago that I'm going to do this, but it was not something that was planned. So as I was growing up, I started developing a lot of things, and I started seeing myself as a storyteller. And I decided, you know what, why not?
Is Untold the only movie that you're going to see, or should you be on the lookout for many more?
So I'm currently working on other two projects. They are also short films, but I'm not going to say a lot about them. Um, so one is taking place in Alexander in Joburg, and the other one is going to take place in Mpumalanga in Kwandebele. So those are going to be two short films that I'm currently working on now.
Amazing. Did you face any challenges while you were shooting Untold?
Funny you asked that. Well, honestly, not really. Like I said, I was about to land. I thought about it, and I didn't write it down. I just wrote it in my head.
Yep.
I edited it like and shot it in my head, and I had a final product in my head. So when I landed and I got picked up, I just told because Vincent Swamezi came with his wife, and then I told him about the idea, and I said, "Listen, we need to shoot this before we do anything else." And Vincent said to me, "Listen, I know of a place," because I said to him, "I'm looking for a shack. I could visualize the place and everything." And he said, immediately said, "I know the place." And I said to him, "I need someone to play." And he actually said, "My daughter will play the role." So when we go to his place, I told the daughter, "This is what I need you to do." And Vincent said, "Listen," he kind of like motivated her to be part of, like, yeah. And then the next day, I think we shot it for an hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So we just got on location and we shot it 1 hour, 30 minutes, and we're done and we left.
Wow, that's very impressive. 1 hour, no comebacks, no second takes, no reshoots, nothing
So
like that.
1 hour, got to the place. I think for 10 to 15 minutes, I was scouting and I was explaining this is what we need to do. I had another guy, Mwekezi Mpunye. I had to, like, he was like a drone operator and second camera. And I had to explain to him, listen, when I say this, this is what I want to get from you. When I say this is what I want to get from you.
Yeah.
And we also had Vincent's son, who was our audio recorder. So he was recording audio. It was first time, and he's very young.
Yeah.
He was first time doing that. But yeah, he so the whole crew was like just like that, and then we did it.
That's quite a journey and quite a story. I hope the viewers are listening in. Before we end off our chat today, I'd like to find out from you, are there any words of encouragement that you'd like to give to upcoming film directors, film producers, or just videographers, or students who are still studying or who just came out of varsity or college and they just want to find their feet in the film industry? What would you say to them?
What I can say to them is that the film industry, just like any industry, it's meant in the beginning, in the midst of it, when you're still growing, it's kind of like felt like meant to scare you, to say this is impossible, but it is very possible thanks to the digital domain that we live in today. And like, for example, the film that I just spoke about, I didn't have a budget to shoot that film. So don't think about I don't have a budget. be creative, and send your story out there. There are many streaming platforms where you can actually shoot and put or upload your work on, so that you can be known. Because the more you do these things and you upload them and then you share them with people around you, so that they can constructively criticize what you have done, and then just keep on doing it. Because in this world today, no one is going to hire you because you've got a qualification. So forget that. So everywhere you go, people, especially in this industry, they're going to look at the work that you are doing. And if they're impressed with what you're doing, that's when they want to work with you. So keep doing what you do best. You understand? Focus and keep doing what you do best. If you're a storyteller, please tell stories. Don't stop. Don't stop because you don't have a budget. That cell phone of yours that you have, if you are a filmmaker, you can shoot. And that's it. So please do what you're passionate about. Keep shooting, keep uploading, keep shooting, and keep uploading.
Sorry. Amazing. Thank you so much, T. I told you guys today that I have my mentors and students with me today. I hope you learned a lot from Teecry. I know that he's very vast in understanding and in the creative space. He knows how to get things done. So I hope you learned a lot from him today. And also, don't let not having a budget or anything stop you. He's also encouraging me with my YouTube channel. Hence, I felt that it should be one of the people to speak in my show today and also share his knowledge. Hopefully, you are inspired by our talk today. Remember, Moments with AZ is a space for creatives and everyone that wants to just hustle and get things done. This is the show for you. Stay tuned for more episodes, guys. Thank you for tuning in with Moments with AZ. It's your girl, AZ Boss, signing out.
I try so hard to be seen, this feeling at the deeper than me. With everything I do, I keep failing and I don't know how to do. Shit is deeper and it's breaking on my soul. I tell you let's go, I tell you I got a couple things to show. Maybe one day you will see me as a gold. Breaking up with me will make me go broken. I need a sexy ass, need to tell him it's golden. We had a fight over a couple things but we sold.